Okay, YouTubers. Got something going on here, don't we? Alright. Got something a little different today. Okay. Looks like a radio kit. Alright. I'll step you through what we're going to do here today. I wanted to get on 10 meter without using the loop to talk to one of my fellow hams about 30 mile away. I can't even talk to him with that. It shoots right over him and he can't even hear me. That's really weird, I know. But yeah, that's the... Let me pull the curtain back here, guys. There we go. That's the loop. So I wanted to go with a small antenna or up on the roof, but you know, for 10 meter guys, them ain't real small antennas. So I think 17 feet is a halfway one, I think 5/8, something like that. And I just can't do that up here, you know, where I live in the apartment. So I had to figure something out. Well, can I do it with something on the ground? Well, I already have the mag loop kind of mount thing out there that I detach, and that's a real nice heavy metal plate. Okay, so what I thought was, well, let's make a radio kit for that. Have some ground rods, not very long, they're only about 2 foot, but they'll do for what we're trying to figure out here. And I made this up. This is, you need this something here. This is not a ballon, guys. I took the ballon out of it. And this is an old, I guess, a radio hanger, you know, you want to mount it in your car or whatever. So I cut it in half. Made me a nice little mount for that piece in there. Believe it or not, guys, I put all this together, and the only thing I had to buy was this piece of PVC pipe and a cap and an end piece there that went on that. And so it was about 22 bucks there. I had the rest of this here, the coax. I went ahead and tested that, got that. It seems to be working. But what this is our antenna for 10 meter. Okay. I took a page out of DX Commander's thing there, kind of did my own design because I got my own plate out there. And we're going to mount this pipe out there, and we're going to put something through it there to through the top there. Oops. And hold that tip of this antenna right here up. I already got the little connector, and I went ahead and folded it over. I think it's about close to the right length. If not, we can either trim or hopefully I didn't cut it too short, but I kept extra length. And we're going to give this a try, guys, and see what we can do with it. See if I can get it resonating. I got the VNA out. We're going to hook that up here. And but first I got to build it. So I got to go outside and get it all laid out, all the radios laid out, and measure the distance for the pole so I know how much to bring down for to hold the antenna up. And luckily on the DX Commander site, the website there, he gives the links for the wire. So but let me step you through this. This is just a pass-through is all it is. We're just taking the hot and passing it through right here, okay, straight through to the wire, okay. Like I said, I took all the ballon stuff out of that, so it's not even a ballon anymore. It's just a box, but it's weatherproof. I know I'll seal it up if we get it working right and everything. I'm just putting it together to test this. I haven't even tested this, so but this is a CB rack, and I think old CB rack, and I needed an L piece. Now what we're going to do is mount that on the ground plate out there, just with some screws there. Okay, And then we're going to hook our coax up there. And then this will be grounded to the radio system. And then our single wire there, it's going to go up the pole here, just on the side. I'm going to drill something through here, okay, and put the piece of that PEX pipe there through the top of that right there, okay. And since I don't have any elastic cord to kind of keep the tension on that, I'm just going to use some butcher's twine, come through this little pipe right there, come down and catch the antenna right there, so I can pull on this side and put tension on the wire here. You'll see when I get it all done there how that'll work. And just temporary for now. And that's ready to go on that pole out there. So I really gotta just build it. So I'm gonna make this a longer video, I guess, and I'll stop in between and show you the steps that I do to get it all out there and what I did. And if you guys got a nice ground plate, that right there, what I have, that plate, it's really the back of an old monitor, an old CRT monitor, or well, it was an LED monitor, old one, 17-inch I think, and really heavy, super heavy, and it doesn't rust. So it's made out of something that doesn't rust. So I'm going to just zap some screws in her and run the radio system, put the pole on it, measure the length up there from a wire, and then get my distance from the wire up to the top of the pole. And then we'll get it hooked up to the VNA and see if we can't get it tuned in. So stay tuned, and next day we'll step outside and try getting everything hooked up to it. And you can see we'll put the ground rods in, attach those to the ground plate, okay, and then we'll attach the radios out. That'll be the first step, and I'll go ahead and video that for you, and we'll get that going. But I first got to get the length and the ground radios and rods in, and then we'll step outside and we'll show you that. So hang on. Okay, YouTubers, there's the ground radios out, just kind of laid out. I'll show you how we hooked it up there. Just screwed them ground radios to that plate there. There's the ground rod, okay, going over there. Could probably make those shorter. Another ground rod. Don't get confused by the red wire, I just had it already made up. Now guys, those are soldered, don't do that. These are just 2-footers, little temporaries, so it's just testing. There's our box we had before, connector box for our antenna. Coax going inside. Now we might have to move that, so we'll have to see. Okay, and then the antenna, let me get around the sun. There you go. And it just connects up there with a piece of plastic. That's just a piece of water line, PEX. And then there's the string running down for tightening up the tension on the wire. See? So there's that. Got a little cap up there. Now there's the 2-meter beam. Okay, so now you see we just kind of put it on a pole, and I got the ground radios laid out here. You can see without me blinding it in the sun, but there you go. And if this works real good, I might bury that or put it down below level and then run it over here to the ground system for the inside. But we got the coax run in. It's cold out here, so it's like 20 some odd. But there you go. That's pretty much it. Ground rods, radials, plate, a mount for a pole, and then a way to get your hot middle conductor into the antenna. So there you go. I'm gonna go back inside and we'll hook it up to the VNA and we'll see what happens there. There it is, guys. Working well.
Wanted call.
Wanted call. I'm calling it the Corporal DX. It's not a DX commander, maybe a corporal. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's working well. I'm kind of surprised. There's the top of it. Of course, you got the string right there, pulling tension on the wire going through the little pipe to hold it out there level. And then you can see the radials just laid out there.
Wanted call.
They're only 4 foot long, guys. That's all my sidewalk space I had to the sidewalk was 4 feet. So I made them all 4 feet, but I got 21 of them all laid out there.
Wanted call.
4 in each. So, oh yeah, yep. So ground rods are in, just temporary, but it does work. And I just wanted you guys to see it. Just one wire for 10 meter. I could put another wire over there and just change that plate. Just put a bigger plate on it right there. That's all I have to do. And then I could connect another 6 meter one to it if I wanted, or you know, go higher up. But I'm just a tech, so I can't talk above 10. So there you go. And well, to give you some idea what the standing wave is, I saved you the VNA. It was almost dead on. But let's hit the tune button.
Wanted call.
1.2. And if I go higher up in the band, up to CW 28300, it's at a Z 1.0. So I tuned it so I could talk on sideband later on tonight, maybe. But there you go, 1.2. And that's on 10 meter for, I made a few contacts already, just playing around with it. But there you go, it works. I was shocked, guys, because I had everything. That was just all speaker wire. I had real long runs of it, so I cut it into 4 foot lengths because that's the space I had from there to there. And then, so I just left it all at 4 foot and had enough to make all the radials. So I had a radial plate, all the radials. I made up this CB bracket, old CB bracket, and drilled a bigger hole in it, cut it in half and drilled a bigger hole in it for the coax connector. And then I ripped that ballon out of there. That ain't gonna work, so.
Wanted call.
It's junk anyway, it's cheap Amazon. But the case is nice, it's waterproof. So that's why I used it. And then it's really easy to take down. All I gotta do is loosen that up. I just wrapped it around there. Loosen that up, put some slack in the line, pull the pipe out, and undo the screw on the antenna and walk away. And then I can just set my magnet mount, my magnetic loop, same spot, using the same mount, utilizing the same mount. So basically I got 2 antennas in one there, basically one mount. So that's kind of nice. I guess I could freshen that up and get rid of that pretzel jug, but I might get something nicer. I'm probably going to bury it is what I'm going to do. So maybe drill a hole, cut a hole in it and bury it through there. But yeah, guys, that was fairly easy to make. You know, I had the plate already, and then I had the wire for the radios. The wire for the antenna is just a black speaker wire I just ripped in half, and I got two in case I cut that one too short. But I got the other measurements from DX Commander on his website, and I clicked on the Classic 10 and got the measurements for his wire that he used, and it was dead on. I was only off that much. I had to shorten it. Mine was sitting over in the CB band, and I brought it over to the 28 10 meter band. So I only had to tune it three times, and got it right where I wanted it.
Wanted call.
It was really easy. That fold over at the top there, you can still see the wire kind of peeking off of it there, right there. And I haven't shrink tubed it or anything. I just left it because I was adjusting it. But that's how much I had to shorten it. I've just pulled it down. And I used a zip tie, guys, on mine, right at the base of that clip. And man, it's really tight. I pulled on it really hard, and it did good. So yeah, there you go. You can see it the better there. But that's pretty much it. I had everything except the pole. I needed a pole and the adapter that went on the other pole. So I just went and bought a pole and an adapter, and then the cap. The cap for so it wouldn't get water down it. And all I gotta do really is weatherproof that box, and I'm gonna leave it sitting outside, because fairly cheap to make. Really cheap to make, to be honest, because I only had like $22 in it plus. But if you had to buy the wire and everything, my guess is for $50 or so, you could buy enough wire to make your radios and then antenna. And I cut it for 10 meter. You can make this for anything. You can make it for CB 11 meter if you wanted, to 20 meter. The only problem is you got to go taller, and when you start going taller, your pole starts to but that pole is about 9 feet. Okay, guys, 9.5 feet maybe, or no, it's 9 feet. And then about half a, I don't know, foot or so of string there, just to hold it up. Okay.
Wanted call.
And then that completed it. I was shocked. I had it up, and well, I think I had it all done in less than 35 minutes, okay? But I already had the radios done and the box done, so that was a little more time, but I'm shocked. It works really well, really well. And I already took it up on the upper sideband and was listening up there for a while, and I brought it back down to FT8 so I could do some FT8 on Saturday. And then I can't get over the standing wave. If I go up, it goes to 1.0. Really nice peak in the on the VNA. Let me draw it out for you. It looked like this on the VNA. It's kind of high, come down, and then really like that.
Wanted call.
And so yeah, it had a really nice about 300 meg worth there of play, right at 1.2, 1.1. And then if you get right in here, that's about 28, 200, 300, about 200. It was really low. So yeah, it works. Fairly easy to make. You know, kind of went off what DX Commander did there. You know, ground plate, radios, a wire going up, and a pole. Just some way to keep it tight. I have to get me a better rope. That's just butcher's twine. So, like kite string almost, a little bit thicker. But I'll have to get me a better rope for that. So, other than that, it works great. It does the job for the apartment. I mean, I only got 4-foot radios, guys, so that's a very small footprint. And look at the results. That's nice. That's a lot of and a low standing wave. So that's, I can't beat that for the money there. That's that's a really good. And what's nice about it is it's an apartment. I don't have to worry about another antenna on the roof. Can you imagine a 10-meter antenna on the roof? Those things are like 17, 18 foot long, and sometimes that's a lot of weight and everything up there that you got to worry about. That I'd have to worry about. This is on the ground, and it's working out well. I've already talked to California a couple times. I think these guys right there. So, talked to a couple of them guys already with it, and that's just, you know, what, 8 feet off the ground there. So that's awesome, guys. Fairly easy to build. You could build that easy. You could even not use the box and just use a barrel connector to a strap of some kind to your ground, and just bring you a piece of coax out to your wire if you wanted. I got fancy because I had that box, that little box. So, working well. And it's not as heavy as a mag loop. If I want to get serious, I'll break out the mag loop and then, start working propagation that way. But this, I'm going to play around with this for a while. This is pretty nice. I may even add me another one out there, maybe a different plate on there, and get that working with a different plate. Maybe added a 6-meter. I can't really talk 6-meter though because it wipes out the TV system here, and that's not good. Oh, you all right, bub? Goodness.
Wanted call.
Poor thing. Got emphysema from my dad smoking all the time. But anyway, it works. Works great. I was shocked. I was thinking about buying one. I was looking at the compact antennas because I like those, and I'll probably still buy one for a roof mount if I get my situation changed here. So I may end up doing that. But for between this one and a compact antenna, I don't know, but it works well. So. I'm going to play around with it for a while and get it working nice and see what happens with it, see how far I can talk. But so now, with that working the way it is, by the time the grass comes in, those radios will be gone, and that'll work out. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys because it does have a low standing wave. Works good. Has a nice peak on the VNA. Nice low peak. Not a problem. So that's a thumbs up if you ask me, guys. Don't forget, thumbs up. 'Cause it does help people see my videos, and I hope they're good videos for y'all. So, I'm just learning, a tech. So I'm taking what I learned from CBN and then learned from reading and doing the tests, and look at the results. We're getting a really good antenna for cheap. That's pretty cheap, guys, and for good results with it. When you get that kind of standing wave, that's good. Lowest I could get on this one is a 1.3, and usually it operates at about 1.4. So there's a little loss there, but yeah. If you give it a like, because I hope you guys like my videos, and I may end up getting that compact antenna. He sent me an email, Dr. Nichols there. That guy's a mad scientist. That guy's bringing us into the age of newer technology, guys. He's kind of like going to lead this, I think, because the way he designs those antennas is awesome. But yeah, I'll probably end up getting me one and testing with it. So that'll be another video. But yeah, I wanted you guys to see how nice that works for wire I had laying around, and just a few shrink tubes and some
Wanted call.
connectors and screws and a reused box. We got us an antenna that works really well. So there you go. Make sure you guys hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I'm working up to 500 now. So hey, that'll be my next goal there, 500 subscribers. So as we go along, you'll learn with me, guys, and I'll show you what I do and how to make it, how to make them, and you guys can learn from that. So anyway, I got a lot of video and editing to do here, so I'm gonna put this together so you guys can enjoy this one and see the results you can get with a little ingenuity putting it together, you know. But there you go. Hope you guys like it, and don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, you all have a good one, and it's 73s to you.